If there's one thing Roman Abramovich had his sights set on, it was big money. His journey through the tumultuous landscape of post-Soviet Russia was anything but ordinary. While trading commodities for a Swiss firm called Reichum, Abramovich found himself at the heart of a financial free-for-all, where fortunes were won and lost in the blink of an eye. His mantra, "No risk, no story," became his guiding principle as he navigated this chaotic environment. Things got even more intriguing in 1988, as the winds of change swept through the Soviet Union. Abramovich, alongside his first wife Olga, ventured into an unexpected business, making dolls. Yes, dolls. While it might not scream future oil tycoon, this venture turned out to be one of his first profitable enterprises, showcasing his knack for spotting opportunities in the modern market despite his modest beginnings. But dolls were just the beginning. Abramovich expanded his trading empire to include timber, sugar, and various foodstuffs. When his in-laws gifted him money for his wedding, he didn't splurge on a lavish honeymoon. Instead, he invested in deodorants and perfumes, not the kind you buy at a local store, but shares in the actual companies. Abramovich was fully immersed in the world of business. It wasn't all smooth sailing. In 1992, Abramovich faced legal trouble when he was arrested for theft of government property. Was it luck, connections, or his uncanny ability to turn setbacks into opportunities? The outcome remains unclear. What is clear is that the real turning point in his career came with the collapse of the Soviet Union. He seized the opportunity to buy oil at $1 a barrel and sell it for $100, a staggering profit margin that set the stage for his future empire. By the mid-1990s, Abramovich's star was on the rise. He formed a crucial partnership with Boris Berezovsky, a well-connected oligarch. Together, they acquired one of Russia's largest oil companies, Sibneft, for a mere $100 million each. The real value of Sibneft was in the billions, making it a monumental deal. Abramovich's success wasn't just about business acumen, it was also about navigating a treacherous world. He admitted to bribing officials and paying off gangsters to protect his interests. He also cultivated powerful connections within the Kremlin. In the chaotic aftermath of the Soviet collapse, Abramovich didn't just survive, he thrived. The 1990s were a gold rush for Russia, transitioning from communism to capitalism almost overnight. State-owned companies were up for grabs, and Abramovich saw an opportunity in the loans for shares scheme. The government offered valuable state assets as collateral for loans, and if they couldn't repay, the assets went to the lenders. Abramovich, teaming up with Berezovsky, acquired Sibneft for a fraction of its worth. Later, Abramovich described this deal as involving billions in bribes to secure and safeguard his assets, raising eyebrows but proving lucrative. By 2005, Abramovich sold his stake in Sibneft back to the Russian government for a staggering $1.3 billion, a remarkable return on his initial investment. But Abramovich didn't stop at oil. He diversified his investments into steel, aluminum, and more, becoming a major player in various industries. The privatization era in Russia was fraught with controversy, and Abramovich's rapid ascent to billionaire status didn't escape scrutiny. His deals, often shrouded in mystery, raised questions about legality and ethics. Despite the controversies, Abramovich's ability to seize opportunities in a chaotic market remains impressive. His journey from selling rubber ducks to becoming one of Russia's most influential oligarchs was just the beginning. Abramovich's next move was to ingratiate himself with the Yeltsin family, gaining access to Kremlin circles and becoming a significant political player. As President Yeltsin's health declined, Abramovich positioned himself with a new political ally, shaping the course of Russian politics for years to come. When Vladimir Putin succeeded Boris Yeltsin, you might wonder why Roman Abramovich, a relatively unknown former KGB agent, gained such significant backing from influential figures like Abramovich. The answer is that it was a shrewd move. Putin's rise to the presidency opened doors for those who had supported him early on, and Abramovich was among the biggest beneficiaries. Unlike some other oligarchs who lost favor, Abramovich managed to maintain a positive relationship with Putin. In the world of Russian business and politics, a strong connection with the president is incredibly valuable. This political alliance had a major impact on Abramovich's business ventures. While other oligarchs faced legal troubles, Abramovich's empire continued to expand. But Abramovich wasn't just about accumulating wealth. In 2000, he became the governor of Chukotka, a remote region in Russia's Far East. Over the next 8 years, he invested more than $1.3 billion of his own money into improving the region's infrastructure and services. This investment did not go unnoticed, and it significantly enhanced his reputation among the Russian people. He was no longer seen merely as a wealthy businessman, but as someone who contributed positively to his country. Before we continue further, tell us, are you enjoying the video? If yes, please like and share the video and subscribe to our channel to watch more videos. Let's continue now. Despite his accomplishments, Abramovich's rise was not without controversy. In a London court case, he admitted to paying billions in bribes to secure and protect his assets, reflecting the often murky nature of Russian business in the 1990s and early 2000s. Nonetheless, his political connections continued to be advantageous. In 2021, U.S. intelligence described Abramovich as Putin's financial intermediary, suggesting that his wealth was closely tied to his relationship with the Russian president. From being an orphan to becoming a Kremlin insider, Abramovich's journey underscores the power of political connections in Russia. His adept navigation of Russian politics was as crucial to his success as his business acumen. But his story took a dramatic turn in 2003 when he made a purchase that would thrust him into the global spotlight: Chelsea Football Club. For $140 million, Abramovich acquired Chelsea, transforming English football. Initially, Abramovich considered teams in Germany, Italy, and France, but ultimately, Chelsea captured his interest. His ambition was clear. He didn't buy Chelsea just to be a passive owner. He set out to revolutionize the club by investing heavily in top players and managers. Abramovich's approach paid off. In his first 4 years as owner, Chelsea's wage bill soared by 110% to £14.8 million, among the highest in world football. His substantial spending on players and managers led to Chelsea's impressive haul of 18 major trophies, including 5 Premier League titles and 2 UEFA Champions League trophies. Despite his lavish spending, over $2 billion on players and $90 million on managers, and 13 managerial changes, Chelsea's success on the field was undeniable. However, this success was not without its costs. Abramovich's high-profile spending led to UEFA's introduction of financial fair play rules in 2010. Even so, Chelsea fans appreciated the trophies and the new era of football that Abramovich had ushered in. His tenure at the club transformed him from a little-known businessman into an internationally recognized sports icon. Yet, Abramovich's close ties to Putin eventually led to severe repercussions. In March 2022, the European Union and the UK imposed sanctions on him, accusing him of being linked to Putin and, by extension, implicated in the conflict in Ukraine. This resulted in the freezing of Abramovich's assets and a ban on his travel to Britain. Consequently, he was forced to sell Chelsea for $5.3 billion on March 2, 2022. The sale, completed in May 2022 to Todd Boehly and Clearlake Capital Group, was framed as being in the best interest of the club, its fans, and its employees, though the underlying political motivations were not mentioned. The impact of these sanctions was significant. Abramovich's luxury yachts, Solaris and Eclipse, were moved to Turkey to avoid seizure. Additionally, 2 of his private jets were seized by U.S. authorities in June 2022 due to export rule violations. Abramovich fought back legally, filing a lawsuit against the European Council to reverse the sanctions, but his efforts were ultimately unsuccessful as the court upheld the restrictive measures in December 2023. Adding to his challenges, Abramovich experienced health issues after attending peace talks between Russia and Ukraine in Istanbul in March 2022. Symptoms of poisoning, such as eye pain and skin inflammation, were reported. Despite these setbacks, Abramovich remained active in international diplomacy, including attempts to negotiate the release of Alexei Navalny. From his rise as a Russian oil tycoon and regional governor to his global prominence in football and beyond, Abramovich's story is one of extraordinary ambition and resilience. His lifestyle reflects the zenith of wealth and status, from luxury yachts and private jets to an impressive global property portfolio. However, his ties to Putin and the resulting sanctions have cast a long shadow over his achievements. Do you want to watch more videos like this one? If yes, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon next to it. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, stay tuned.